What is the best gift that each of you guys have ever gotten in your life? Whether it's from one another or...
Personally, I'm gonna go first. My best gift for my brothers is my brothers. I wouldn't be here. None of us would be here without each other. We held each other up through hard times, through good times, we with each other. We all we got. I don't know nothing else.
Take?
I'm an orphan.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I got to go with him on that.
One of hip-hop's most favorite rap groups out of Atlanta have died. Now, the Migos featuring Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset had the most influential music runs of the 2010s. The Migos, hailing out of Gwinnett County, north side of Atlanta, entered the mainstream game in the early 2010s and slowly rose to fame. The brother of the Migos was so tight, it made the music 10 times better, as Quavo was uncle of Takeoff, as Quavo's sister was Takeoff's mother, and Offset being a very close family friend from the early days. It would all come to an end on the day of November 1st, 2022. As Quavo and Takeoff were attending a private party at a bowling alley in Houston, Quavo got to arguing with someone about a dice game that led to shots being fired and Shea Bullet hitting Takeoff in the head and killing him.
Rapper Takeoff, best known for being a member of the Grammy Award-winning group Migos, has died.
Now let's take it back. The Migos really started rapping under the name Polo Club, with Takeoff being the main force encouraging them all to rap.
Who was rapping first? Who started rapping first?
My boy Take was rapping first, man. He the youngest. We was all out going crazy, running around. My boy Take, my boy Take.
We all rapping first. They
just
play other
Take
sports.
might not listen, man.
They just play sport. I never played a sport. I can play sport. I just fully
want to go to the parties because he wanted to record. He wanted to record, man. He stopped doing that, bro. You know what's going on.
Where'd he go?
You know what I'm saying?
Prior to signing a record deal, the Migos released multiple mixtapes leading up to their deal, such as Jug Season and No Label. These tapes were rocking heavy in the streets, as mixtape repopularized Atlanta trap music, especially with their breakout song Bando in July of 2012, as their catchy beat and infectious hook made it instant classic. A song that blew up while one-third of the group was in jail, as you can see them rocking free Offset t-shirts. The success of Bando caught the ears of Atlanta producer Beethoven, someone who's closely associated with Coach K of Quality Music. Now, the slow and steady grind of the Migos led them to sign with Quality Control Music, label founded by QCP and Coach K in 2013. The truth is, most labels fail, and the Migos were the anchor that launched QC Music into the green. After signing to QC, the Migos released Young Rich Nigga, which included their breakout song Versace that was later remixed by the 6 God Drake. In interviews, the group noted that Versace was a game changer. That helped put them on the map in a major way, as not only did their music start to become commercial ready for clubs, but also became commercial ready for other sporting events. The widespread critical acclaim of the Migos led to being the powerhouse of QC and the biggest rap group in hip-hop, as in our current times, you don't see much groups anymore, as rappers are usually solo acts. In 2014, they released YRN, that was received overwhelmingly with positive reviews, with popular tracks like Fight Night, Handsome and Wealthy, which received heavy radio play. Although the Migos made street trap music, they still found a stable balance between street trap music and commercially appropriate music for the radio. Fast forward to 2015, when the Migos were front and center, when they released Look at My Dab, and this song in hip-hop in a chokehold as everyone was doing the dance. Quavo went on to explain that dabbing is more than a dance, as a way of expressing oneself and a celebration of success. The dancing gesture became so popular between kids and adults and even athletes, as Cam Newton, the former North Carolina quarterback, made this his signature celebration during his 2015 undefeated season. Despite the commercial success of Look at My Dab and all the positive attention brought to them, Look at My Dab made them zero money. So how did this happen, you may be wondering. In 2014, QC landed a distribution deal with 300 Entertainment, which is led by Lyra Cohen, some regard as hip-hop's biggest culture vulture, and Kevin Lau's person managing Young Thug. 300 Entertainment was originally supposed to distribute the Migos music and handle marketing and promotional services in exchange for a percentage of the revenue generated. Coach K and Pierre Thomas believed the distribution deal could take trap music to the next level, but man, they were wrong. The relationship with Lyra quickly went sour, and they couldn't release music for 18 months. In a Quality Control label interview complex, Offset addressed the 300 Entertainment drama. 300 was the biggest hurdle. They tried to hold us against our will. There was never no in-house hurdles we had, like it would have been a problem. With 300, that was the biggest thing. Going through time and situation with them, and we still did them right, left them a nice piece of work. P, the manager, backed Offset up saying how for 18 months, they couldn't sell any product, which means that what was already on iTunes and Spotify, that's how they're getting paid. But for the new material, anything they wanted to put out, they were shackled down. Look at My Dab was one of the biggest songs of that year. We've had the athletes doing it, you had the kids, everybody was doing it, but you won't say it on iTunes. You see what I'm saying? We couldn't sell it. We couldn't stream it because we was in a battle. We got a company saying, y'all can't put music out. We'll ain't all sell nothing. After moving past this issue, the Migos had a plan that made them a worldwide sensation. The Migos leaked Bad and Boujee, and the rest was history. The song quickly became one of the biggest hits today, debuting at #1 on the Billboard charts with a catchy infectious hook by Offset such as Raindrop Drop Top, which was a viral sensation. The song controlled hip-hop radio in 2016, which many praised in the infectious energy and the playful lyrics. The controversy around the song comes to the fact that Offset and Quavo were on the song, but Takeoff was left off Bad and Boujee, was led to this viral complex interview with DJ Academic.
I feel like there's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Boujee.
I ain't left off Bad and Boujee. You think I'm left off Bad and Boujee?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Boujee?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Boujee?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Boujee?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off bad and bougie?
Nah, I mean, that's one thing I like about the group.
The people interviewing the Migos for Academics, Joe Budden and Anadeska, all people from Everyday Struggle, a conference interview show. And there was a lot of tension between Joe Budden and the Migos, as Joe Budden was begging for loyalty in artist signed to a label, and the Migos crew actually ran into Joe in LA at a Macy's and told him to put some respect on their people. So the whole interview, Joe was being hostile, while Academics was rapping the interview. Joe threw the mic to the ground and stormed off because he didn't care, which caused the Migos to simultaneously press him, and it's been smoke ever since. The Migos went on to release I Stray featuring Loyalty, a direct shot at Joe Budden saying, "If a nigga hatin', call him Joe Budden." The real reason Takeoff wasn't part of the song was because it was made last minute. Like I said, the song was originally made as a leak, and they wanted to flood the streets as quick as possible. In January 2017, the Migos shot the Culture when they released Culture 1 with signature songs that were instrumental to the year 2017. Slippery featuring Gucci Mane, Kelly Price with Travis Scott, and T-Shirt, and the most streamed song, of course, Bad and Boujee. Culture debuted at #1 on the US Billboard 200 charts, and actually received a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. The response to Culture was largely positive, with many critics praising the album's production, songwriting, and intense chemistry between Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff. Culture was the group's first album that was commercially successful, as the once quiet rappers inside of music had finally gained public attention by being more personal. The reason that Migos have had such longevity throughout the years, as our audience grew up watching them. We saw them from every step of the way, from the Bando days, the Versace days, and now Bad and Boujee with the #1 album Culture. A year later, Culture 2 was released, and the response was mixed. Most fans and critics praised the album for its ambitious length and the Migos' signature triple flow, with songs like Stir Fry, Narcos, and Motorsport featuring Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and Walk Like I Talk It featuring Drake. Just like the Culture prequel, Culture 2's commercial success debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts. In the summer of 2018, following the success of Culture 2, they went on their Aubrey and 3 Migos tour with Drake. The tour ran from August to November 2018 and was a massive success. The once small and unknown group of Atlanta rappers were now on tour with Drake, the greatest rapper of our time. This high-profile tour grossed over $79 million, becoming one of the highest-grossing tours in 2018. It's well known that Drake has a Midas touch, and with the Migos coming off 2 successful Culture albums, it's good to say they're an elite company. In the same year, the Migos began to release solo albums, with Quavo releasing his debut solo album, Quavo Huncho, which debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200 charts, with the songs like Bubblegum, Flip the Switch with Drake, and of course Lose It with Lil Baby.
DJ Tate.
A month later, Takeoff released Last Rocket, his first and only album. Takeoff has been the most laid-back, peaceful individual, has created calm music such as Last Memory, Insomnia, and his most streamed song, Casper. Takeoff was truly the glue to the group, as when he passed solidified the chances of the group never getting back together. When it comes to being a rapper, Takeoff chose rap from an early age and never looked back. He stayed under Quavo's wing, and they just went up.
Yeah, I mean, I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Out of the trio, Take was always credited for being the most talented individual out of everyone. Culture 3, the final part of the Culture trilogy, was released in June 2021, 3 years after Culture 2, and at the time the music business was on a decline, as during the COVID pandemic, no artists could travel, and they relied entirely on streams to get money. Culture 3 was known for many songs, such as Straightening, Vaccine, which has nothing to do with the COVID vaccine, it's actually the Blue Benjamin vaccine, such as Getting Money, Need It featuring Every Young Boy, Having Our Way, and the most popular song Avalanche, as they dressed up in all black suits like a boy band. The Migos, often compared to 3 6 Mafia, a Memphis group, was a perfect addition to hip-hop culture that we needed. A group that is family-oriented and has chemistry outside of music, which made the productions 10 times better. Coming out of Gwinnett County, the north side, the Migos had more to prove, as originally from Atlanta. They had to prove themselves musically to be respected, and just like if from New Jersey, claiming New York. Culture 3 was a perfect ending to this iconic trilogy. It showcased the decade growth and evolution of the Migos as artists, while staying true to the unique sound and style they made it so popular in the first place. The Migos separated in late 2021 with no official reasons confirmed, as many people speculated Offset may have been dealing with Sweetie, Quavo's ex-girlfriend, which understandably caused tension between the group. However, none of this has been confirmed, as Quavo and Takeoff are not speaking terms with Offset. Quavo and Takeoff began to launch duo careers as Uncut Few, and Offset launched his solo career. When you check on Spotify, the Migos profile hasn't uploaded any new music since 2021. It's been 2 years. In August of 2022, after the group had disbanded, Offset released the song 54321, and QC label staked claim to rights to the music. At the time and still now, QC owns 50% of his net advances, royalties, publishing income, and all the rest of the music he's made. To my understanding, it seemed like since Offset was no longer part of the group, as music wasn't being published by QC, that he'd be in the clear. However, this was not the case. The last lawsuit was filed publicly and dismissed quietly. Let's see how this one goes. Being true for all this lame shit, everyone knows the real problem. Toss responded, "Niggas act like I'm the problem. I paid millions to get my rights back. Nigga, you blackballed me. I ain't said shit one time, homie. I spoke to you in 2 years now. I dropped, and You want your name on my credit? Quavo and Takeoff on the other hand were in the clear, as they released songs such as Hotel Lobbies and other features. Their biggest project coming out of this new duo was Only Built for Infinity Links, their collab album that released in October, just less than a month before Takeoff died. This song was so personal, with amazing songs like To the Boat featuring Youngboy, and their best song, Nothing Changed, a song that hits so different now that Takeoff isn't with us. In videos, you can see them preparing for the new album release and showing you what to expect for this now new duo replacing an iconic trio. The response to the album was positive, but before we can see the full transition of Takeoff's life, he was tragically taken. After Takeoff's passing, rappers began to give amazing tributes such as Gucci Mane's Letter to Takeoff, Boujee, Rockin' Man, and honestly, the best music does come from pain, but none of these songs would hit like Quavo's tribute, Without You. This song was so raw, like I'm talking about Quavo just sitting there, rolling a blunt, listening to the song, and he was just reliving the whole moment, and he's suffering from survivor's guilt. When Takeoff died in Houston, many fans questioned why he wasn't protected, and how this happened in the first place. We have an A-list rapper who doesn't even speak if he's not rapping, cop to an altercation that turned fatal. Quavo and Takeoff were in Houston, attending an event for J. Prince's son, J. Prince Jr., and J. Prince basically runs Houston as a former record label exec from the 80s, and for him and his mob ties to have everything to the city, and for that to happen, it was a bad look. In videos on the internet, you can see J. Prince Jr. walk by Takeoff's body like he meant nothing, which caused fans to believe there was some foul play, as Takeoff was set up. From the outside looking in, it seems very foul, as the Prince family is essentially one of the most protected and respected people in Houston, and for someone to die on their watch looks horrible. I'm not a strong believer of sacrifices, especially when this conspiracy involved, but by the way these events are transpired at a private bar in Houston, full of members known by the J. Prince family, and someone dies, nobody wants to point out who did it or what exactly happened. Something ain't right. Recently, the whole J. Prince family appeared on $1 million worth of game ran by Gillian Wallow, and just went on to deflect the whole situation and mentioned how they got love for Quavo, and now a Migos member started the incident. This situation cast a dark cloud over J. Prince, as the murder of a big rapper happened in the city under his watch, and instead of going on an interview saying, "I'm sorry for what happened, whatever I could do to make the situation better," it seems like he just didn't really care, as he was trying to save face and protect his image. We've all heard the phrase checking in, which to the general public seems like extortion, but it can also be viewed as, since you're doing business in my city, come give back to my community as well. This J. Prince interview led to Gillian Wallow getting slandered, as they were the first big platforms to give J. Prince a voice. In this interview, J. Prince basically painted the narrative that Quavo and another individual got into it over a dice game, and how their security Migos bans is snitching, which makes no sense because if your job is to be security and your client dies, why would you not forward the information that could arrest the killer? The alleged killer in this incident was DJ Pat, a well-known H-Town DJ. DJ Pat was arrested as he was caught with an emergency passport from Mexico and a couple $1,000s, and Pat was actually buying out $4 million by an anonymous person. In this interview, J. Prince is painting a self-defense narrative, which I guarantee will free DJ Pat. He mentioned how people got into an argument and then shots were fired, but we all know most of these guys are street dudes and none of them are gonna talk, which is sad. On top of that, J. Prince wanted to cross the boundary and called Offset and publicly speak on his current relationship with Quavo.
But this Offset dude, I ain't gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive, you know what I mean? So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'ma just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, you know, I have to defend myself. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be healthy for you.
Offset, someone who was also grieving, didn't take this disrespect lightly.
Hey, first off, y'all niggas my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got, what the fuck nigga got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga? I don't know you nigga, a can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all nigga think y'all nigga is? John got it, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all nigga going off of he say, she say. Then y'all nigga supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on the interview. Talking about, I said that, nigga, call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that internet games, I don't do.
The truth is, nobody wins in the family feuds, and J. Prince is intentionally pouring salt in the wound by mentioning the status of Quavo and Offset's relationship. Over the past decade, the Migos have firmly established themselves one of the most influential successful groups in modern hip-hop. With their signature flow, catchy hooks, and undeniable charisma, the trio of Quavo, Offset, Takeoff crafted a sound that inspired countless imitators and helped to redefine the genre of hip-hop for a new generation. It really hurts to see a group that was so close for a decade strong tear apart. But hopefully, when they get past the Takeoff murder, Quavo and Offset can mend and come together. From their early mixtapes to their chart-topping albums, the Migos have consistently pushed the boundary on what's possible in hip-hop, exploring new sounds, collaborations, an impressive array of artists, and consistently evolving the style while remaining true to their roots. Along the way, they've become cultural icons influencing fashion, dance, slang, while fiercely remaining independent and committed to their craft. Their legacy will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations of hip-hop artists and fans to come for years. As the Migos breakup is confirmed and Quavo's song Greatness, we can only ask for blessings on Offset and Quavo as they move forward during this difficult time. Thank you guys for your time. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend watching Mixtape Madness, the 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and T.I. Rain. I'm gone.